Hey guys, hello. I'm here to give you a little bit of a review of the game at Blundell Park, which took place on Saturday between Grimsby Town and Mansfield. First of all, I just want to apologise. I did realise there was no preview of League Two this week, so I have had a few other things happening. So apologies that didn't come out. And anybody that follows my National League content, again, apologise for that. I have been quite busy over this last week to get those out in the last couple of days, so apologies for anybody that didn't get that. To make up for that, over this weekend there will be reviews of the overall week in League 2 and also the National League if you're a National League subscriber. But now we'll go back to the purpose of this video, which is the Grimsby Town versus Mansfield preview. And I'm just going to start by saying, wow. And if you're wondering what I mean by wow, eisa. All I can say is wow. 3 in 2 games. One of the trickiest wingers we've had in a while, but also has a finish on the lad. To be honest, there weren't much else from us in regards to chances really, or shots, but wow. Eisa has done this in 2 games straight. The goal in midweek against Salford, which was from 20 yards, a 30-yard screamer right into the top right-hand corner from where I was. It looked in the second it left Abo's boot, and it was good to see a winger with confidence to have a pop. And I was so pleased for Abo to get another goal. He's playing probably one of our best performers right now, and that's not just because of his goals. It's just generally, I think his general play is the best. He was assisted, of course, by Camille Conte, who is becoming a Mariners favourite, a fan favourite. I still think some of our fans are in absolute shock that they got him, but obviously he laid it off for Abu to run onto, and what a strike. What an absolute belting strike. Right from where I was in the disabled section was incredible. From the second it left his boot, it was in. I think there was no point really the keeper diving. I think he just dived to look like he was doing something, because he was getting nowhere near that. And I've said this because Abo's brother plays for the MK Dons, and what I found funny about that, Mariners fans, was as Abo scored for us, his brother scored for MK Dons, literally 2 minutes apart, which I think is I think that's just freakish, really, that both the Eisa brothers have kind of come in and got a goal that close to each other. But fantastic strike, Conte doing his bit, laying it off for Abo to have a pop, and boy did he. To be fair, much after that, probably about the 20-minute mark, 25 minutes, Town had the best of it. And then towards the back end of the first half, and really going into the second half, it was all Mansfield. Not to the level of what they did in the League Cup, but they did dominate from I would say the 35th minute onwards, they really did dominate. I believe they hit the bar. A good save was done as well by Eastwood. Eastwood had far more to do than Christy Pym did, who I believe was the goalie in for. Yes, it was Christy Pym. I thought I'd just double check that. Pym didn't really have much to do after 25 minutes. It was kind of like, he may as well have been eating a steak, really. Not that the lads weren't trying, because they were. They were trying to play the patterns of play. They were trying to cause problems. But they just couldn't get that second goal. And at the minute, I usually use the term of, are we creating enough chances to afford to miss? Really, the answer is no, we're not. We are being clinical in the fact that we're actually scoring goals, but we're not creating enough clear-cut stuff to really guarantee a goal, if you know what I mean. We're not troubling the goalkeeper enough. We're getting into really dangerous areas, and again, that is down to, it just not quite clicking just yet. But you can tell with the threats of Danny Rose, with the threats of Eisa, with the threats of Camille Conte in that role, just behind the midfield four, that the attacking six, really, you could class them all. Danny Rose is the main vocal point. Again, Danny was being a trouble causer, really. Didn't really get many chances. I really wanted him to score a goal with Mansfield being one of his former clubs. To really, not to stick it to them, but to think, to get one against your former side. So I was disappointed he never really got one, but to be fair, we didn't create much else after that. To me, it felt more like a 4-4-2 or 4-3-3 more than it did a 4-1-4-1. I felt like it was more 4-3-3, or trying to be 4-4-2. But the front six did give everything they had, to be honest with you. The defending lads really actually did put in a good shift. I thought Luke had a decent game. I thought Harvey Rogers always does. Danny Amos, when he's on form, he's on form. Arthur Ganoa, I think we've got to give him a lot of praise. He was a lot more in the game than I saw. They have been. I think his fitness is definitely getting there, and you can see the quality that Hanoa does actually have going forward. Gav Holohan was a bit loose with his passing. I think it's just sharpness with Gav. I think that will come. Harry again. He seemed to kind of drift between the central position and the wing now and again with Abo. And Abo, like I said, with that fantastic goal. But again, kept trying, but we couldn't get the ball after 35 minutes. A lot. Mansfield were great, and they started to put their game on Grimsby. They didn't dominate as much as they did, like I said the other week, but you can see the quality of play that they had. You could see the standard of play that they were delivering, and they were passing it with so much aplomb, and it was good to it was good to watch. I would imagine so from a neutral position. As a Grimsby fan, not so much. Jake Eastwood did pull off, like I said, a few good saves. They did, in the end, they got the equaliser in the end. A good move, to be fair. When I saw it, I thought it was a mistake by Eastwood. It wasn't. It was good play by Mansfield. They really know each other really well. You can tell that, and obviously in the end, Ryhs that came on. He got round Eastwood. Like I said, after a good time of play, and Barry set him up, and he rounded Eastwood and slotted it in the corner, in the back of the net, not in the corner, in the back of the net, and they kept pushing throughout the second half to try and get that second goal. Weren't able to. Town were able to hang on. Were able to hang on for the draw. Pleasing because, like I said, for about 60 minutes of that, or 70 minutes of that game, to be fair, Mansfield dominated it. I mean, I'll take you through just a few of the stats for the game, and this is basically where it was. Grimsby only had 40% of the ball. Mansfield had 60%. That's something we've got to improve, is our retention of the football. And then also what we're doing with it. So to me that feels like we're trying to be a little bit more direct. We're trying to play our patterns, but also we're trying to be direct. But shots are saying 8 to Grimsby, 20 to Mansfield. They basically had enough shots to probably win 2 games. But they only had 1 shot more on target than Town did. So you'd say, well, there wasn't a great deal in it then. The game there was in general, I mean, they got 6 corners to our 4. We fouled 7 times, they fouled 11 times. There was a little bit of controversy on a foul on Danny Rose that wasn't given, that people feel should have been a red card. Possible. I'm going to say yeah, it probably should have been. I think I wouldn't scream about that, but I think we have a shout. It would have only been a free kick anyway. And I think at the time we were probably also looking for just anything. But credit to Grimsby, we did hang on. I did say hello to somebody that watches my videos quite regularly. Mandy, it was lovely to see you at the football ground. Lovely to see you. And anybody else, if you see me at Blundell Park or you see me in a away game, do come and say hello. We'll have a bit of a chat about Town and what you think's happening, and So please never be afraid to come over and say hello. If you see me, we'll take a picture and we'll have a good laugh and a good giggle, shall we? And so it was lovely to see somebody at the ground. Superb. The game sort of petered out towards the end. No real clear-cut chances at the end, and I think it's a well-deserved point. It's definitely not a point to be sniffed at. Frustrated not to get all 3, but Mansfield, I believe, are going to be up there. I actually had a Mansfield fan, and credit to this guy. He came up to me at the end while I was waiting to go home, and he came over to me and shook my hand and wished us luck for the rest of the season. And I likewise said the same. And I said to him that, they're a real good side. Mansfield are a real good side. And the only negative thing for Mansfield is they've played 4 games. They've only won 1 of them. As well as they've been playing, they've only won 1 of them, which I'm sure they will want to address sooner or later. But without a doubt, the way they're playing, I can see them being top 6, top 4 very easily, to be honest. But like I'm sure their manager will say, they have to finish more chances off. And same, I think Paul will admit that if we are going to play the sort of like the standoff or the more direct, we have to start getting more shots away. We have to start troubling the goalkeepers a little bit more than we do, because when we do, we've got some strikers of the ball. We've got some, that's what I mean. It's just, I've reiterated this in other videos, it's just not quite clicking, but it's not far away as we head into the last 11 days of the transfer window. Will Town do any more business? I'm not sure what, but Paul's always spinning some kind of plates. So it ended in the end, Grimsby Town 1, Mansfield Town 1, a fantastic atmosphere, great banter between both sets of supporters in the stadium. Thank you to the Mansfield fan that came over to me. Thank you to the lovely person that came over and spoke to me during the game. It was lovely to talk to you. And if anybody, of course, wants to come and see me during games or before games or after games, do come and find me. I'm at most home games and get to as many away games as I possibly can. So if you do see me, do come and say hello. And we're all in this together as Mariners fans, of course. So it's great to see those guys. Great to see Town pick up another point. I'll just show you where Grimsby and Mansfield are on the table. Grimsby have dropped down to 14th, while Mansfield are up in the top 10. Literally, we are only let's be positive, we're only 2 points off the playoffs. So let's put it that way. It's 15th and 10th. And that is the video. Do leave me your comments down below. What you thought of the game, how you thought Grimsby got on. Are you with me that you think Mansfield will be top 4, top 5 team? I think they will. They're the best team I've seen us play so far this season. That doesn't guarantee anything, but I think that will be done. So do leave your comments down below for me. If you do see me at games, do come and say hello. Please do like, please do share, please do subscribe, please do show me some love. And I will see you guys very, very soon with another preview. The next preview for Grimsby will be coming later on in the week as we head going towards the West Midlands as the Mariners battle the Saddlers. Until then, though, I will see you soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, people. Have a good week. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.